Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the WrestleDude YouTube channel. And you may notice here that my background is a little bit different right now. It may be missing a thing or two, and that's because today's video has to concern the thing that was over this Rey Mysterio mask, and that is my Fiend mask, because today we're doing a little bit of a review comparison thing to a new Fiend mask that I picked up recently. I thought it'd be fun to do a little comparison with this, kind of see some of the differences, see some of the improvements on this mask. I know I'm sure kind of Fiend stuff is definitely out of style considering he no longer works for the WWE, but I still think he's a very awesome character. I don't know how the hell they messed up something so great like that. But they ended up doing it, and then they ended up blaming the talent for it, and then they ended up releasing that talent. So, very, very stupid decisions all around when it came to The Fiend when WWE got a little bit too greedy with it. But we're not going to dwell on the sad stuff. We're going to dwell on the cool stuff, which is aka the Fiend's mask and his look and stuff like that. So I thought it'd be nice to kind of do this little reveal and unbagging, I should say. I was gonna say unboxing, but as you'll see later on. So I have my Fiend gloves. I bought these back when I bought the first mask, just because like they look very, very nice. They still fit, obviously. Very nice material, especially that they've lasted this long. And like I said, they fit pretty well. They still button on pretty tight. So that is the Hurt glove. And then this one is the heel glove. So obviously very similar designs. You got the little holes over here by the knuckles. I don't know what kind of gloves you would call these. I don't know if there's like a specific style name for them. I have seen maybe like motorcycle riders and stuff like that wear these types. Although if you're riding a motorcycle, I don't get why you would have like the knuckle holes, because if you fall off like and say like your hand is skidding across the road, like that's gonna really hurt your knuckles. I mean, I guess I don't know, maybe there's some reasoning for it, but yes, they do look very nice. Now that I look at them, honestly, I don't know, maybe my hands have gotten a little bit too big, because like I said, these holes are for the knuckles, but they're maybe like a little bit off. I don't know. Maybe it's just the way that I'm wearing them. But yes, very nice looking gloves. Fit very nice. Very cool. You got the hurt. You got the heel. I did that backwards, but we're going to go with it. So let's look at the mask that I already had. Let's kind of do a quick little overview. So this is the mask that, Jesus, that looks like, this reminds me of that scene from Mrs. Doubtfire where the mask like falls out of the window and gets ran over by the bus. Like that's what this reminds me of, like flattened out like this. But yes, this is the mask that I had bought originally and have held up here on my little stand for this, what has it been, like 2 years now, I think, since I bought this. Um, I believe they released this around like Hell in a Cell 2019, I want to say, in preparation, trying to cash in on the Fiend hype before his match with Seth Rollins. Good thing they did it before the match, because I'm sure not a lot of people bought this after that match, because boy howdy, like I said, they messed up the Fiend. That was another example of it very, very early on. But yeah, pretty kind of basic, especially once we get to the newer mask, but kind of basic kind of look to it. I'm noticing now, and we'll talk about this a little bit different, or a little bit more later on. There is some very apparent like facial structure with this one and coloration. But the back of it, instead of like the usual like straps that we'll talk about with the other mask, this one has like a little Velcro like stick area of Velcro padding, so that way you can like put it around your face. I guess I'll put it on right now. Let me take off my glasses. Hold on a second. So as you guys can see, this is the mask on. And obviously you can tell like this mask isn't really fitted. I hope you guys can hear me. This isn't really fitted well to my head, which is why it has these extra like flaps right here. If I bend those in, it's even worse, because like all this area right here is like not over my face. Know what I mean? And then as we look on the back here, that hangs off. So yeah, not really a good like first mask for it, or mask for the Fiend. I bought it. Truthfully, I bought this just because it was the first one, and I was super excited to have it because the Fiend was such an awesome, it still is such an awesome character. And when they finally announced that they were doing a mask, I immediately bought it without even thinking that maybe there might be a new version later on down the line, which is why I bought the mask and the gloves at the same time. Um, but yes, there's obviously some weird color choices with this, and also looking back on it, there is a weird choice with the mouth. You'll see here, like, there's a lot of like showing of the gums down here. The mouth is like very, very wide, but if you look at pictures of the Fiend from WWE, like his mask, the lip does not go down this far. It does not show this much gummage, so I don't know why they made that design choice. And obviously, like I showed before, having the gum line that low down, like maybe they did it just so it would look better on a lot more people's faces for people that have longer faces, but like it just doesn't really look good to me, to be honest. Like right there, like that's kind of where the mouth, like the teeth wise, should be, but they have it like all the way out here. There's like a lot of space in here, a lot of showing of the gums. I just don't really know what they were going for with it. But anyways, that's the first mask. That's the default mask that I've had for this long. Now, around Black Friday season in 2021, I was looking around on WWEshop.com. Actually, before that, I was looking around on eBay, just seeing like maybe people on the secondhand market were selling it for cheaper. But I ended up finding some of these masks, the deluxe masks, were going for like $200 on eBay and stuff like that. And I checked WWE like shop.com around their Black Friday sales, and it was going for like 60, which I think originally this mask went for like maybe 170 or something like that on WWEshop.com because it's the deluxe. So, you know, they're obviously going to charge more for it. Which, geez, I'm glad I didn't decide to buy it back then. But yeah, I was keeping an eye on the prices, and when I saw it get down to 60 during the Black Friday sales, that's when I was like, okay, now I'm cashing in on this. Now I'm buying this. So I'm really glad that I finally pulled the trigger on it because it does look very, very good. Now we'll talk about the bag first because I wasn't expecting this. I thought it was just going to be the mask, but when I got it in the mail, it came in this nice little baggie, obviously with the Fiend's like pants pattern of like black and red stripes. Turn it around, it's got a nice little Fiend face logo on it. Bray Wyatt, the Fiend, there in his nice special font. Obviously, nothing inside right now because I just took the mask out. It is sitting here on my knee. Big reveal. Da, 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 da. That is the deluxe Fiend mask. So let me do a side by side here. So we have the deluxe Fiend mask, and then we have the, oh god, jeez, you look at the difference here. This is the first mask. This is the deluxe mask. This looks like something that you bought from Wish.com compared to this. This is the real deal. This is roadkill, in my opinion. I mean, I guess I need a photo for the thumbnail, so there we go. That's my thumbnail overreaction face. Obviously need that for every frickin' YouTube video nowadays. Jeez, why does the algorithm favor those type of thumbnails? I have no clue. But yes, obviously you can tell the difference already. This mask is a hell of a lot more pink in the face area, and obviously this one is a lot more white / yellowish. Now, we'll look into the specifics of this one, and especially why it should be called the deluxe version. Obviously, my complaints with the first one, having the weird gum line, are obviously apparent here. And also, I don't know if I can show it off here, but on the inside of the mouth here, around the actual mouth area, instead of having that hard plastic, there's actually a little bit of like fish netting and little fabric, so that way, I guess maybe if you're doing poses where like you're sticking your tongue out, then maybe you don't accidentally like scrape it on the plastic or something like that. Another big difference here on the side is actually these little bolts right here are actually metal. On the first one, they're just rubber painted to look like the metal pieces, but on here it is the actual metal pieces, which connect to the little actual belts thing. So also, instead of the first original one, this one is a little bit more flimsy plastic, and it's got that Velcro strap on the back, whereas here this is a legit like belt leather that buckles in. And now this was something that I didn't notice before. But not only does it come with this little belt piece, but also on the back it has these little fabric straps as well, so that way when you put it on, it's a much tighter fit when you're putting it on. Now, my first time putting this on, I had to kind of look at this and see where exactly my head went in, and it took me a minute to get it figured out. Like, I tried putting it in like through the top at one point. I think I tried to put it like through the sides. I think I got the chin strap messed up. There's also, yes, there's a chin strap right here, right below that. So yes, a very different, like, what would you call it, like securing structure in the back to help the mask stay on your face. Also, funny enough, I never took that tag off, so maybe I'll have to do that too here. But we're gonna put this mask on, and we're gonna see what it looks like on my head compared to the first one. So let's get this in here. So yeah, this is how you have to do it. So you have to hold it like this. Make sure, obviously, the chin strap goes below your chin, and kind of slide your head in. So, yeah, hold on. Yeah. Ow. Chin strap kind of hit me. Okay. Okay, I'm not gonna strap up the entire thing in the back just because, like, I obviously need to be able to take this off fairly quickly. So, once again, we kind of have the problem of like too much of this chin area hanging off, but that's also just because, like, compared to Bray Wyatt, obviously I have a much smaller head, and also I'm sure maybe like his beard pushing up against it kind of filled it out a little bit better, and also like I said, I maybe don't have the same size head as Bray Wyatt, so that's kind of also what plays into it. Now, like I said, the chin area is much nicer. Also, now that I put this on, you can tell from the first mask we have those like extra bits of flap. Like right here, that is non-existent with this. This actually rests pretty well. Now, I'm sure maybe like if I tighten this up, maybe it would look a lot better fit, but for now this looks good, especially on the sides. Obviously, you got all this going on, but yeah, it looks good on the side. Very nice side profile. And then obviously, like, if you do want to do the poses, like tongue through the mouth or something like that, I'm sure it would still look good. I don't know if I can, hold on. It looks so, this definitely does look a lot better than the first mask that I had. I don't know. I guess, sure, they rushed it just because they wanted to get this one out for people to buy, especially since we were getting towards Christmas. They obviously wanted to get that one out for people to buy, but yeah, this one was definitely, this definitely deserves to be called the deluxe mask, because this one definitely looks a hell of a lot better than the original mask. Obviously, like I said, there were still a couple things that I would say didn't really improve it that much, but they're small things. Like, the main one was just like the chin still hanging down a little bit too much, but like I said, that's probably just because they maybe modeled this after Bray Wyatt's head, so maybe the measurements were just off a little bit. Still, overall, a very good mask. I will definitely be hanging this one up on the Rey Mysterio head right here, and this one will probably just go in a drawer somewhere because I like the improved mask better. So yes, let me know in the comments what you guys think of the deluxe mask versus the new mask, or the deluxe mask versus the original like released mask. Let me know which one you guys like better down below. Now, I think, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure WWE for like a limited time sold the Burnt Fiend masks on WWEshop.com. I can't remember specifically, and nor do I want to try and look it up because that would stop my recording, and I want this all to be one condensed video so that way it's easier for me to edit. But yeah, I think that was for a limited time. I don't think I would buy that mask just because, number one, I don't want to spend so much money on like so many masks, especially ones that I would really love to display, just because like I don't have a lot of display space. Maybe like once I get my own house or whatever, maybe I would like to do a mask display. I would definitely love to collect more Rey Mysterio masks. I think my mom found this one at like a thrift store for like $5, so that was very awesome, very nice of her to find that. And then I bought the head from like a crafting store. But yeah, this mask very great. I have the pencil because I wanted to show this off. This is obviously got my little Fiend action figure here to kind of fit the theme, but I have down here a custom action figure head, and I bought this from Figure Giants. They do a lot of like action figure parts. They sell like individual hands, arms, legs, heads, torsos, accessories, anything you need to create your custom wrestling figures. But they also sell some custom stuff. And what they did was they made a custom burnt Fiend head. I'm gonna try and give you a nice little close-up image here. Okay, maybe if I hide behind my hand. There we go. Yay! So now you guys can see the detail. So yeah, they did an awesome job. They did this from scratch. The hair itself is actually like some sort of like fabric instead of like plastic. I think that makes it look even better. And then on the back, obviously you got all the melting of the head around the mask. I think it looks awesome. I don't really remember seeing any of the Burnt Fiend masks pictures off of WWEshop.com, but I mean, I'm sure compared to maybe like the actual one, I'm sure there's still problems with that. But yeah, overall, I'm happy with the deluxe mask. I'm glad that I got to finally get this one and get it for a very, very good price, especially compared to what it was running for originally. Yes, this one looks very nice. It's definitely going to go up on my set. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later.